Just over a year ago, Petro Poroshenko was Ukraine's president, leading his country's fight against Russian-backed rebels. This week, he led his supporters to court and could be headed for jail. Since leaving office, Mr. Poroshenko has faced a barrage of investigations, the court appearances turning into rallies for his supporters. Petro Poroshenko's message is that this is a politically motivated prosecution, backed by the man who defeated him in last year's election, the former comedian Vladimir Zelensky.
This is a revenge. This is a revenge of unexperienced politicians.
There's clearly still bad blood from the campaign that led to Mr. Zelensky's landslide election win. The comedian was particularly stung by Mr. Poroshenko's posters, suggesting a vote for him was effectively a vote for Russia's president.
I was one of the most happiest person in the world if I was wrong. But unfortunately, this is true. And the fifth column of Russian Federation are now playing a very important role in Ukraine.
What you're saying is extremely damning, potentially destabilizing for this country, to say that Ukraine's president is effectively Putin's man.
I'm not saying that the Ukrainian president is a Putin man. Never. I'm saying that he is quite inexperienced. And his team, who is consist of one of the person who was in Russia 5 years, all 5 years of my presidency, definitely play a very negative role.
The irony is that Mr. Poroshenko had 5 years in charge and could have tried much harder to reform the rotten justice system that now pursues him. Instead, he must contend with more than 20 investigations on subjects varying from the legality of his appointments to the tax status of his paintings. Even his critics are shaking their heads.
So there's definitely things that should be investigated about Poroshenko, I believe, and the experts believe. But the charges that are now pressed against him are just ridiculous.
With pointed messages of concern arriving from Ukraine's Western friends, President Zelensky and his government have discovered a newfound confidence in the integrity of Ukrainian justice.
I'm agreed with you that it looks not so good, but I'm sure that every person who made something bad, who violated the law, should be responsible for this.
By encouraging the pursuit of his predecessor, President Zelensky is taking a gamble. A few months ago, a defeated Petro Poroshenko was in the political wilderness. Now he's back, centre stage. Jonah Fisher, BBC News, Kiev.